basically. So the question I'd like to answer is just questions that I've always had when I was younger, questions that I would have asked if I had the Googles, if I had the ChatGPTs, and these are the questions I'm asking right now as we speak. I'm 36 years old, and I have done more self-reflection than I've ever done, ever. And the reason is because I feel so empty and I just don't know who the fuck I am, right? So the only way to do that is to start asking some questions, and not only surface level questions. We're talking surface level questions, and that's how we're gonna start off right now. So the first question I have right now is, why do I keep living on autopilot instead of choosing the life I want? That's really simple. You basically haven't chosen the life that you wanted. The things that you're doing, the things that have set up the past 5, 6, 10 years, 20 years, whatever it is, the past years have basically added up to where you are today, right? And if you feel like you're basically just doing things as a normality when you wake up, on how you drive, where you get your coffee, how you say hello to that chick, saying hello to the same workers at the same time, knowing basically everything that you're doing, you're on autopilot. You're not even there. You're not present. You barely hear people talking. And when I was doing this, now that I'm back at my 9 to 5 now as we speak, I found myself more on autopilot more than ever. And it's like you drive to work, you basically drive past the same fucking people. Hey Jim, how's your mama doing? At the red light. You go to the coffee shop and they're questionable or whatever you want to call it, and they're like, hey that, and it's like you see them all the time, and they're basically your fucking friends, which is the sad part about it. But you go there every single day, the same exact time. You go to work and you see that old lady by the computer doing her typing. She says the same thing to you, hello, and it's just the things that it doesn't make you feel like human really anymore. So you keep living in autopilot because why do I keep living on autopilot instead of choosing the life I want? See, I even fucked up the question, right? So why do I keep living on autopilot instead of choosing the life I want? You are living on autopilot instead of choosing the life that you want because you are not choosing the life that you want. You are not taking the necessary steps to look at what you really want in life, how you want to live it, and you haven't just taken the step to do it. That's basically it. We are living in fear, and fear is a very, very powerful monster. Big, scary monster. Oh, fear, I'm so fear. And it's not making fun of you. It's just something it's just something that comes upon us after so many years of either one, you try some stuff and didn't work out and you felt bad that you didn't do it successfully, or two, you never tried it out and you have no idea and you're just afraid to leave. But we just want to be safe. That's why autopilot is a thing. That's why protecting yourself internally is a thing. That's why self-sabotage is a thing. We do these things because we want to protect ourselves from any potential fear on the other side of trying something, right? I'm someone who's been afraid to finally write my TV pilot script. I've had the idea for about 6 years now, and it's something that I've always wanted to do. It's about the life that I've lived with my mom, owning a Chinese restaurant, and we're not even Chinese, we're Lao, and these things that are just not, it's just something I wanted to do. I've never written a TV pilot my entire life. I've never written before, like anything other than like small scribbles in a journal or some fucking math homework. Like it's not like something I've done before. So the biggest fear that I've been going on right now in my life is I'm afraid to finally write my TV pilot. I've had a writer do it. I've had other people do it. I've had director friends help me try figuring out how to write it. But when it comes to me writing on the piece of paper, apparently I'm fucking afraid to write on the piece of paper. And it's just something that we just gotta push through and get the piece of paper in front of us and start writing. It's literally it's just the start of doing. If there's anything that you're afraid or you think that you could never do it, that's really the perfect time to do it. If you're afraid to public speak, go to public speaking class, go to improv, go to stand-up comedy and learn. If you're afraid to go talk to that girl, dude, you just gotta fucking talk to that girl. If you overthink it, time's gonna go by. She's gonna go. She's not gonna be there anymore. She may just go home. She doesn't fucking work there anymore. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff where the options are people move on, and if you're still stuck in that same place, it's gonna feel like you're just doing the same thing every single day, and you're not really living the life that you know that you want to live. So, why do I keep living on autopilot instead of choosing the life that I want? It's because you're afraid. It's basically it. You're afraid, and whether something happened when you were hurt, or you're just afraid to take the next step, and it's fine. It's okay to be afraid, but if you do want to take that next step and basically not live in autopilot, the first step is taking that first step towards where you want to go. Plain and simple. So, fucking great. Why do I feel responsible for everyone else but disconnected from myself? I mean, in culture and family and everything like that, it's kind of what we're taught to do. School kind of gives you a chance to like break open, right? You want to figure out what group you're in, you know. But when you're at home and you know, especially if you're older in a certain culture of a family, for example, if you're an older kid, older sibling, you know, the parents put a lot of pressure on you, right? They think, okay, because either one, they came to this country, or two, you're just born first, you came out to snatch first. They think that that they're entitled to your freedom, basically. So it's heavily ingrained in us. I'm actually an older sibling. I'm an older brother. My mom's from Laos, and my dad is Russian, Polish, American, Jewish. But you know, in most cases, I was always taught to be responsible for my younger brother. You know, we brought up learning karate and shit like that, and I was someone who was a little bit more not flashy, but I would fucking kick someone in the head. I'm like fucking like, I was like 5 feet tall, but I could kick someone like almost 6 feet tall if that was even like logically possible. But I was there, and you know, starting from when I was, I don't know, maybe the 6th grade, when my brother was in the 4th grade, you know, it was just something that my dad always instilled in me. Protect him. And then also, oh, you should play with him. And then now that I'm older, oh, you should still watch out for him. It's like, you should do this. When you hear you should do this, that's the guilt that the grandma's giving you, the mom's giving you, the fucking cousin who thinks you should be this to be part of the, like, the should do this is the reason for why we feel responsible to take care of others and to be a part of something other than ourselves, right? And when you keep doing that for years and years and years and years, we're talking 20 years, 50, even 18 years, fine, 18, 20, 30 years, and you've been doing this for so long, you will feel disconnected because you're not actively doing anything for yourself. So imagine, going back to our first question, the autopilot, or imagine that you are doing this for years. Where do you begin? You don't even know what you want. You don't even know who you are. It's these type of things where after years and years and years of disconnect, these are the things that we have to come back to ask the questions of, like, who am I? What the fuck did I enjoy when I was a 6-year-old? Did I enjoy anything? And at what point did I feel I had to be more responsible for somebody else? Was it 8 years old when my brother was getting X'd around by this dude over here and I had to step in? It's a memorable concept. It really is. And it's admirable, and you feel good when you do it, but it's the idea of doing that for so long to the point where they've grown up themselves, but you still feel responsible for them. You're completely lost. So why do I feel responsible for everyone else but disconnected from myself? It's because we put someone else in front of us. That's it. The only thing that we can do right now is to put ourselves first. And if we put ourselves first, we're going to start to learn who we are, what we enjoyed, and what our values are. And once we can do that, and we're about ourselves first, we can always go back to helping someone, a family member, someone at temple, anything. We can do that, but we have to put ourselves first, or we're only we're basically just hurting even that relationship. We're not helping them at all. How am I helping anybody by just putting my body in front of them to protect them, or taking my time into doing something that it's not even important? I'm not helping them. I'm just putting a Band-Aid on. So we're not putting on Band-Aids if we do this. We're actually solving real problems. We're changing how things. We're breaking patterns, family fucking traumas. We're doing that by putting ourselves forward. So put yourself forward first. That's it. Why do I repeat the same habits I swear I'm done with? Jesus. Why do I repeat the same habits that I swear I'm done with? Wow. So I'm a drinker. And one of the biggest things that I've been learning as a drinker, or someone who is not trying to identify as a drinker, but I've drank multiple times for my life, and it could go back to go back to just being afraid. It could be a concept of you are growing a lot. Your body's not ready for it. It's just not built for so much different. It's not built for it yet, So you kind of go back to the vices, the things that kept you comfortable, So, for me, when I've been trying to get better with controlling the alcohol situation, money situation, family situation, anything to make my day better so I can be a better person, you find yourself getting better. You do. And then there's a point a few weeks down the road, a few months down the road, years down the road, but there's a point where vulnerability, you let yourself be vulnerable to outside things, basically. Something that happened to you, something emotional, something just happens. And when your guard's not up and you allow yourself to basically be vulnerable to to the presence of it, right? I'm present. Hey, I just want to have a beer, or I just want to eat the chicken wings till I throw up, or eat the chicken wings, cake, jumping jacks, porn. Like, I want to do all of it, right? Habits. It's all because you just want to be comfortable, and it's something because we emotionally haven't been able to, we left our guard down, and we don't know how to stop the want of comfort. So I think it's a comfortable thing. I think it's something that it's instilled in us, and the best case that we could do. Why is it so? So why do I repeat the same habits I swear I'm done with? It's really because why do I repeat the same habits I swear I'm done with? I think, why do I repeat the same habits I swear I'm done with? Why do I repeat the same habits I swear? I think we're just tired. It's tiring. It's really tiring to keep doing it's a lot of work. It really is. I think it's better if you're younger that you catch it faster, because when you get older, you really don't want to work it anymore. You get really, really tired. There's so many facets of life that you want better. You want things changed. And if you're like someone myself, who has zero foundation or foundational structures in his life, it takes literally one Jenga piece to fall out of place and the whole thing crumbles. And, and that's after months and years of trying to fix it, and you just get fucking tired, dude. So I think being able to conserve your energy, I think having the foundational structures, each pillar you have somewhat stable, is a start. Financial stability, family stability, um, um, self-talk, mental health stability, physical health stability. Just have these in a row. Safe places for you to go. Have these in a row. You know, it protects you. If you don't have any of these things, it gets tiring. So, yeah, build your structure. Why is it so hard for me to believe I deserve a better life? Well, do you? What's so fucking hard about it? I don't know. You know, why is it so hard for me to believe I deserve a better life? Why is it so hard for me to believe I deserve a better life? Well, here's a question for you. Why are you here? Why do you think you are here? Your mom and dad did something, and out of fucking sheer luck, your sperm hit the egg and you were born. Now, there are circumstances between where you are right now, situations, activities, whatever happened, that happened from when you were born to now, right? But why would anyone, any case of anything, give you a shot to even try to live life right now? Why are your eyes fucking open? Like, it's a concept where we're only here to try to have the best life possible, you know? Going back to all the stability, all the foundation. It's not saying, hey, to be a movie star. It's not saying, hey, to be a millionaire. It's not saying that. We're all supposed to just have a better life than we have right now, right? Best case scenario, someone has it all figured out. They're making a decent wage and they want to be better, right? Thank God we're in this world right now where we can be better, right? Thank them. Fuck, I'm not even that religious, you know, but the idea that we have a shot to say, hey, this is the situation. This person in the other village, in the other town, in the other city did this and they're here. I'm only a little stepping stone away. I have a shot. And that's the cool thing about this fucking world, is that we're able to do that. We can have a better life. And the only thing that's the difference between you not doing it or us not doing it is they're just saying, do it. That's fucking it. If you think that you're too entitled to go for that next step, that's a bad step. That's wrong. You want to think this way. Because if you're not thinking this way, you're just staying comfortable. And remember what comfort brings you. Autopilot. Autopilot. You want to be the fucking person like clicking away, saying hello to the same. That's fine. If that's what you want to be comfortable, it's fine. But just for you to know, if you're comfortable, you can still have a better life. Just one step up. It's just 1% up, 10% up. It's just compound interest. We can all just have a better life. We can literally have a great life right now and say, hey, I want a little bit better. You look at all the things that you don't necessarily love. This one has a little bit more room for a little updates, and you just you update it. Like, the fuck, we're so lucky we can emotionally feel something and be like, hey, this doesn't feel fucking right. And we can go online, we can ask my friend, you can ask Sally and Joe. Like, you have these opportunities where you could do this. If you want it. Do you want it? Why is it so hard for me to believe I deserve it? Do you want it? Ask yourself that. You'll notice this whole concept of all these things are just a series of questions. And they all overlap. Best case scenario, I'm able to overlap into 3 different levels. Not even on fucking purpose. And these are randomized questions on ChatGPT. But you have a chance to listen and see, or even download the questions I have. It's on the fucking link. Like, just download the links, the questions, and just see, peel that onion that we're living with. We're all just an onion. And this is just a form of reflection in a way. I do a lot of reflection with journaling. Sometimes I meditate, but journaling is a big one. Voice memos. This is a variation of voice memo. Just walking and thinking. But I think all those things kind of go along with the idea that I believe I deserve a better life. It's really not that hard. The idea is do you want it? That's fucking it. What would my life look like if I stopped avoiding the truth about who I am? Wow, that's a fucking question. What would I all right. What would my life look like if I stopped avoiding the truth about who I am? Well, life could be better. I think life would be better. It's we all know who we are. It's I think if we ask the right questions, we do the right things, and we start looking at where we are right now. Because if you look at where you are right now, presently, it's just a series of events that's happened the past months, years, decades sometimes. And you're there. You're in there. You just got to ask the questions. And if for me, what my life would look like if I stopped avoiding the truth about who I am, I think I would be in a more safe place. I think I'd have a lot more stability. I was searching that for a long period of time, asking that question, who am I? And I think luckily for me, I was able to experience a lot of things. I was able to say, hey, this is let's just try this. Let's do this. Let's try that. Go there. Do here. Try that. Spend that. And I've been lucky to have a little bit of money. But I was able to leave my home and experience other people by myself. By myself. I left the crutch. I left the safety. And it was something that I just was drawn to do. And I was lucky. But I feel by doing that, I was able to now backtrack how I handle a lot of the experiences and say, hey, did I like this or didn't I? How did this end up if I were to do it again? Would I do it again? If you're not experiencing something, it's something that really could make things difficult on the question, who am I, right? Especially if you're around the mid-20s, for example, and you didn't go to college and you just worked, or you just stayed home, or you just gamed, and those are just fine. But I think the question, who am I, really, really can save your life in a way if you were to at least try to go back for anything that you've done that's out of the normal comfort autopilot zone and just see how you did. How did you interact with that person that you've never seen before at the Starbucks? Who am I? Did I like school? Math class? Who am I? Was church awesome? Or was football fucking kick ass? Who am I? Think of something that you've done and experienced, and then ask yourself, who am I? What would life look like if I stopped avoiding the truth about who I am? When you figure out who you are, right? You finally went down the steps to see who you are as a person, how you handled shit, right? You'd automatically see what your life would look like. It's just automatically, you just know it'll be better because you can double down on it. You could double down on all the enjoyments. You can double down on your painting, on your football, on your video games. You can double down on it. You could double down on dating more people, more fucking bang them. I don't fuck like. You could double down on it because it's a thing called a confidence. You have a confidence. You have something that is like. Something you can fuel yourself to go down that path further to really see if that's who you are. Right? So I think life will be better. Life will never be worse unless you do things that are just things that make you darker, basically. For example, drugs, alcohol, porn, like these type of things. It's not word type shit. It's real stuff, man. It's things that I've done with myself, and it's dark, really, really dark. So the only thing that you can do is shine light. You can create light with the experiences that you really enjoyed and start from there. If you didn't enjoy it, like for example, right? If I was to go to the bathroom and do something in the bathroom, right? How did I feel going up to that? Maybe I was buzzed. Maybe I was excited. Maybe I was scared. But you're able to analyze these situations and put it towards, who am I? right? So what would life look like if I stopped avoiding the truth about who I am? Just be fucking better. The hell? I don't know who's asking these questions, ChatGPT, but that's an easy one, man. But so that was my first trial. I thought I'd be telling a lot more stories, but you know, it is what it is. Like and subscribe. And I'm gonna do more lives. I'm gonna be recording more. I'll be posting more, and you know, try to save a life.